Hey peeps, what's going on? It's Josh. I'm getting ready to drive home from work. I took my time coming out because it was just so pretty, and I was just like, this is everything. But then it rapidly got very, very hot, and I was like, I'm done with everything. Want to get in the car and have air conditioning again. So I did. I'm gonna have to wait to take the boys anywhere. Today's their day. Like, Saturdays in the afternoon, I usually take them and we do like romper room type stuff and we go places and do fun stuff. But it is so hot, and I think it was last Saturday, Marv actually collapsed in the heat. And I was scared because he like dropped. And he's like a little guy, like he's like 33 pounds or something. Oh, there's a black crow just chilling. What up? Anyway, so I'm gonna have to be careful. The whole reason I wanted to make this video is because I just saw something on Facebook that I have to speak to for a moment, because it might seem like something dumb to a lot of you, or maybe some of you, or maybe none of you, I don't know. But to me, I was horrified because I saw this. I sign petitions sometimes when it comes to like things like where people need someone to sign, like for an elephant in captivity being kept in like a shoebox or whatever. Like there are different times where like I'll sign petitions, and I saw one. There is a nail salon putting live ants in women's nails. At what point did we start devaluing, like, I don't mean to sound like, and there's no way I cannot sound judgmental, and to be honest, I kind of am a judgmental asshole sometimes. I don't mean to be, and I try not to be, but I am an INFJ, and that is a personality quiz, and like, it is the Myers-Briggs, I believe that's what it's called, but I found some of it to be very resonant with me, and that I can be very judgmental. When I feel like something's wrong, it's wrong, and nobody should do it. Which I know that's not good. I don't have any right to tell anyone anyone else what to do. But I do feel like there has to be a part of you that has absolutely no... I'm trying to be careful what words I'm using, but who can take an animal and put it in an acrylic nail knowing that it's going to suffocate and starve and be absolutely terrified? I'm actually going to back up a little bit because that guy is going way faster than I expected, which is fine, do you. But I'm not speed racer out here. Well, I am sometimes, but I try not to be. I don't know what type of person could go and be like, yeah, you know those live ants? Give me one of those in each nail. It's upsetting, and I wish I hadn't seen it. But also, looking away and not discussing things that are wrong is, you're still a part of the problem when you do that. And I know that there are a lot of bigger issues, and we could talk about those too, but this is one that I saw and I was like, what is wrong with people? Why would you do that? And it's so like, it's not like, well, this cow died so I could have food, and I'm grateful, for whatever. It's like, you literally, I don't know. It just doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. And it's just like a needless cruelty. It's needless cruelty. I don't know. I just really found it distasteful. And if I ever came across someone who had ants in their nails, like it's like a hollow nail, and they put an ant inside it, and the ants are like scrambling, and they're like, if I ever saw someone who had that done, I'm not talking to you. You're not going to be one of my friends, because you're not the type of person. I have standards for the people in my life now, and you don't meet that. You're not tall enough to ride this ride. That sounded bad. I didn't mean it like that. You know what I mean, hopefully. But like, no, that's just a no. That's a no for me. And so that's what I wanted to talk about. I would love to know your thoughts on that. And I know that there are going to be some of you that are going to be like, Josh, it's not a big deal. Who cares? And I have to wonder if those were the same type of people that would torture ants with a magnifying glass. Because I was the kid that stopped other kids from doing that. Because that's not okay. And yeah. Then again, I'm not a vegan. And I should be. And I'm not proud of the fact that I eat meat, but I do. So maybe I'm worse. I mean, but it just seems like, I don't know. In being a judgmental person, I am hypocritical. I try not to be. I try to see the imbalances in my personality and, like, you know, offset them, but I don't. Nobody does. All you can do is your best. But I saw that and it made me very, very angry. And I'm like, why? But then there's probably animals' lives that go into the making of the nail polish somehow. So, like, but it just seems like extra. And I don't like it. I guess that's the root of it. Maybe it's just, I don't like that. And that's okay. But honestly, if I saw someone with ants in their nails, I'm not being your friend. I'm not even sitting at your lunch table. No. That's just my opinion. Anyway, but it was a good day at work. I had a lot of emotions today. It was a Demi Lovato day. I listened to Demi pretty much all day. And she's got a lot of music, so it's easy to do that and not have that many repeats. She is such a good songwriter and such, I don't know, I know she has her issues and everything, but like, wow, what an old soul, a powerful old soul, or at least it feels that way to me. I don't know, but and then she's young in other ways because, yes, I mean, but what's she, like 25, I think? 20, she's a baby, so, like, it makes sense. But, some of her songs punch. They punch. And I'm not talking about the bops. I'm talking most of the time, like, when her songs, like, really punch, for me, it's the ballads. It's, like, the one she wrote about her dad, and then the one that was, like, I forget the name of it. I was literally just listening to it, and I forget the name of it, but it was really, really good. The ants pushed everything out of my head. So, I was like... And it's funny, because I've made a few videos and not posted them just because I just have been busy. And it doesn't take very long to post a video, but also, by the time I go to post it, I'm like, is this even anything relevant? Like, you know what I mean? I don't know. That's kind of how I've been thinking, like, I don't know. But, no, I was all in my feels today. And, it wasn't a bad day at work, though. I love working Saturdays. I love the Saturday vibe at work. I love the Saturday crew. And it doesn't really matter which crew, because there's nobody that I work with that I don't think is cool, on one level or another. So I'm super lucky. Get to work with amazing people. And, I don't know. It's just, it was a good day, but I had a lot of emotions. And, I put up a post on Facebook about healing and how it happens. It's very circular, and I do believe that. Actually, I'm going to stay in this lane because I do want some soda before I go home. What I started out with, I think I'm going to have to let it cool down a bit before I take the boys anywhere, because it is just too hot for Marv. And I don't know. Y'all, if any of you know solutions for dog paws in the snow, I need to figure out how I can make this work, because I end up having 2 dogs with frozen paws, and I'm just like, we gotta do stuff, boys, let's go. And they're like, my paw is frozen. And I've tried regular booties, and they kick them off. I was thinking something like I don't know, maybe suspenders. That person stopped very suddenly. I didn't appreciate that. Suspenders or something. I don't know. Like, over their back and connect them. I don't know. It's just a thought. But I don't think there's anything that exists that would work or serve that purpose. But I'm not sure. But yeah, I'll take the boys a little bit later. We'll go somewhere, do some stuff, and have some fun. I hope you guys are good. I would love to know what's going on in your lives. Drop them in the comments. This person's getting over behind me? Oh, okay. I'm like, what's happening? Where are we? What day is it? Huh? I'm like, there's a guy standing. I wasn't sure what was happening for a second, y'all. I was really confused for a moment. Okay. This is fine. You're fine. So I'm going to pop into Harding's. I will not vlog when I go into the store because that's just... I don't need to be doing that. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. People that do it, but I guess I'm not comfortable with doing it right now at this point in my life. If I were with someone else, that would be different. And maybe I'm just chicken shit. And that's fine. But I hope that you guys are well. I think my biggest feeling for today has been I waited until all the traffic started going, and then I inched forward like, oh yeah, I can turn at this red. And the people who are behind me have to be like, what are you doing? Do the thing, person. Bruh. No, but I've been feeling like very much like a theme of not being alone and wanting to feel like you're not alone in the world. And I don't think I'm feeling lonely. I think it's just been, I don't know, y'all. I guess, like, sometimes I just feel like there's a message on my heart. And so that's more times than not what I end up talking about. And I think that was the message on my heart today, is, like, people aren't alone. I felt bad because one of the people on my team was in. It was only me and one other person on my team. And I was just quiet and in my head and in my thoughts. And so I really didn't interact with them much, and I hope they didn't take offense. Because they are really, like, one of the coolest people. But, yeah, I was just doing a lot of processing, I think. And Demi's lyrics, I mean, obviously she's an amazing singer, musician, yada yada. Yes, all of that, true. But, like, her lyrics, though. Y'all, I don't think I'm ever gonna actually grow a beard. It's never gonna happen, y'all. It's not happening. It's just... And I know. I talk about the law of attraction and stuff, but, like, really? It's been years. I've been on T now for years. So, I just don't think it's gonna happen. Maybe it will. Hopefully. It's not even like I want a beard. I just want the scruff. It helps with passing, and it helps with gender dysphoria, and it just helps... makes things easier, in my opinion. And then when I say that, I think, well, it's not really about the rest of the world and passing for them. It's not. But it does feel good when someone genders you correctly. But I don't think that's because of them. I think it's because it feels good to your heart, you know? And you're like, yes, that's who I am. Yes, he, him, his, please. I don't know. And maybe none of you will resonate with that, because that's not the majority of this channel, is people looking for what I used to talk about, the notes from the universe and the law of attraction and that spiritual side, and then the rest of you are truckers. Very interesting demographic. And then some of you are just here for the pug, which he's not here. But I do have some videos of him and Peter that I'll be posting shortly. But yeah, I don't know. Well, I guess I'll end this because I'm at the store and I'm going to go in. But I truly do hope that each and every one of you are in a place where you know that you're not alone. Where you know that somebody cares about you, and that as bad as it may be, there are other people that are in this with you. We're all in this together ultimately. And it's weird because we're all healing from different things. And sometimes when somebody feels abrasive to you, it's because they're healing from some of the same things that you are, or at least this is what I think. And that can be really, really hard. I know I personally have that experience. And then there are just some people that I just don't jive with. I'm just not here for it. But most of the times when someone really rubs me the wrong way, it's just because we're most likely too similar in either our journey or our path, or like what we're in it right now. And but I truly believe that no matter what any of us is going through, only light can drive out darkness. I know J.K. Rowling wrote that. I don't know if she was the first person to write it, but I know she did. And she delivered that message via Dumbledore. And I truly believe that only light can drive out darkness. So lately, when I've been feeling like I wanna hibernate and I wanna just turn into the beast and go up into my tower and just hide, I reach out and I spring into action, and I involve myself with other people. In many instances, I do the opposite of what I want to do because I know that what's best for me is staying involved with people and building connections and not shutting myself off, because reaching out takes vulnerability, and connecting with others takes vulnerability, and that's scary and difficult because you might get hurt. You might get laughed at. Somebody might look at you and be like, you're weird. Somebody might not like you. But ultimately, it's not about them so much as it's about you. And that's for all of us. And as long as you're doing, for the most part, what's right for you, it's not going to be wrong for the people around you. Usually. As long as you're, like, as I like to say, minding your manners. So tell people that you care about them. Even if they look at you like this. Tell people that they matter. Lean in. It's really hard to hate people when you lean in. Brene Brown talks about that. And I feel like, I don't know, this is getting rambly, but I feel like sometimes when we lean in, we see the reflection of ourselves in someone else's eyes. And it makes us all better because of that. And I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah. Anyway, you're not alone, and I hope you know it. I'm, as always, sending you guys whatever resonates with you, take it and leave the rest. But I'm sending you my love, my light, and prayers, and I hope that you're well. I hope that you're kind to yourself. I'm gonna go get some soda. I'm thirsty. I'm supposed to say pop because Michigan, but I'm not doing that. Much love, peep out.